I love Halloween. Am I focused? Is it focusing on me? I'm sorry about the lighting situation. I still need to figure that out. Hi. Hello. Hi. Are you a book lover? Are you a fangirl or a fanboy? Is it almost Halloween and you still don't have a costume? Or are you just lazy to make a costume, to buy a costume? We've all been there. Well, this might be the video for you. I'm gonna give you, why do I talk with my hands? I'm too expressive sometimes, I feel like. If you're wondering why there's a pile of clothes here, and you haven't seen the title yet, I'm gonna show you some book character, last minute inspired Halloween costumes. You ready? There's a bunch. I was just filming for like the past hour. I'm sweating. I hope you guys get some ideas for dressing up for Halloween because I don't know about you, but I love dressing up for Halloween. I just love dressing up in general, playing dress up. It's so fun. And that's partly why I got into costuming, I guess. Aspiring costume designer. Going into another world, being someone else. I love being me. That sounds conceited. Life is hard sometimes. You know, I'm okay with who I am. It's just fun. I hope you have fun watching this video because I had fun making this video. All these ideas are based off book characters. Some of them I got visually inspired by the movie. And I also haven't read some of these books yet, but I've either heard of them or seen the movie. So I'm sorry if it's not that accurate to the book description of a character. I try my best. Let's get started. For a bonus added effect to your costume, carry a book with you and chuck it at someone and tell them, read it. Gotta be assertive. So first costume, I'm gonna start with one of my favorite book series. Book down! The Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. Precisely the Mortal Instruments and not the Infernal Devices because that would be a little too difficult to do last minute. Though I do want to do it just inspired by it. I have sketches. So to be a Shadowhunter, you need to wear black, of course. Looking better in black than the widows of our enemies since 1234. So you gotta be stealthy through the night, you know? And of course you gotta have your runes, your angelic runes, which I just drew on with eyeliner. But you can draw on with the Sharpie on your skin too. I mean, I don't know how healthy that is, but you could totally do it. And then I was inspired by the movie for this one, which I love the movie by the way. Find all the black clothes you have in your closet, get some leather and throw it on. But of course, we can't forget Izzy's rule. Heels no less than 7 inches. Even though I don't have any heels that tall, I don't know anybody who does. Black for hunting through the night. You know that children's rhyme? It's so cool. Okay, next up we have another book series with the great leading female character, which mostly all of the books I read have. But yeah, this costume, you could basically use most of the same clothes you use for the Shadowhunter costume. And that series is Divergent by Veronica Roth. So for this costume, I mainly based it off of Dauntless, which they wear all black if you didn't know. But yeah, you can go on any faction. You could do Amity and you could wear like more hippie styled clothing. Just Google the factions. That was just the easiest for me. And if you want to be Tristan specifically, you could draw the bird tattoos on your collarbone, an eyeliner or Sharpie. Make sure to wear comfortable clothing though, because you gotta kick some ass in that costume. Doo 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 doo. I can't whistle. Of course, next up is... drumroll please. What was that? Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I still have not read this book yet. I will one day, I promise you. I watch all the movies. I love all the movies. Doing this based off of the movie costumes. But yeah, for this, you basically just need some cargo pants. If you don't have cargo pants though, you could just use black pants or brown pants. Any kind of pants will work really. A black t-shirt. Any kind of like, you know that cargo type of jacket. And then of course you gotta wear your boots. If you have combat boots, that's great. Black or brown would work. In the movie, I think she wore black ones though. And this is based off the first movie. Do whatever you can. And then if you have a bow and arrow, that just adds to it. Also, I'm not that good at hair, so I didn't know how to do it. But I just did a little French braid. Still can't whistle. Okay, this next costume I'm on the fence about because I've never actually watched or read Sherlock. And if you don't know what I'm talking about Sherlock Holmes. I found this skirt at the thrift store the other day and it looked kind of cool and like vintage. Just any kind of tweed skirt would work really. And then a white button up I thought would work, but I'm not completely sure. This one I didn't do much research on and I hope it works out. I'm sorry, all you Sherlock fans, if I offended you. The magnifying glass tells the story. And this next costume, this was actually my costume last year. I was Little Red Riding Hood, or I just said Red Riding Hood because I didn't want to seem little, but you know. And I do not have that book with me. For this whole outfit, I got all of it at the thrift store actually. The shirt I got at the thrift store. So yeah, you could just go with any white peasant top. And then for the skirt, I just got a long skirt that looks sort of kind of historical, but not really. It's a gray skirt. And then for the cape, I made that cape by myself. It's actually just a bed sheet, and I just cut it and sewed it and tied it all together. If you want a tutorial for that, look it up on YouTube, because that's where I got the tutorial from. And of course, you gotta have your basket to bring to grandma's house. You can fill that basket with food, and then if you dress up for school with it and you bring it to school, you just get to eat during class. And this costume is very special to me. It's really sentimental to me because it's what got me into costume designing, sort of. And the show Rain, because that's the first actual costume I made, which I'm very proud of that costume. The next costume is Hazel Grace, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Hazel Grace Lancaster, should I say. But yeah, her costume is fairly simple. I feel like everybody should have this in their closet. It's basically just a t-shirt, any old t-shirt will work, and then a hoodie, and then some jeans. You gotta wear your Converse, sneakers. She usually wears a beanie in the movie. My hair isn't that short anymore. I did cut it like that 2 years ago. Really inspired by Shailene Woodley. But yeah, as you can see, it's grown back out now. And Hazel reads an Imperial Affliction in the book. You can actually just carry around the Fault in Our Stars book, and that would explain who you are. And you get to read during class, which you should not read during class because you should totally pay attention. If you want and you have some, you could get some plastic tubes to make the breathing tube for her, but I do not have that. And for the next costume, this is a fun costume that you can do whatever you want with it. Just make it your own. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. And this costume is for Lou. If you've read the book or seen the movie, you know that Lou's wardrobe is eccentric. So she wears like really colorful things. And for the costume I'm doing her infamous bumblebee tights, of course. But yeah, you don't need the bumblebee tights for this though. You could just wear anything that is really crazy and just mix match a lot of patterns and colors and hashtag live boldly. I realized that the color of the shoes and the tights I was wearing, I looked like Ronald McDonald. Okay, for this next costume, I did Bella Swan from the Twilight series. This is the pre-vampire Bella Swan. So what I did, I just put on any old jacket, brown. She seems to wear brown a lot. I like brown. Brown's a cool color. And then I just wore a t-shirt under it and some light wash jeans. And then, of course, Converse. And you cannot forget her hairstyle, the headband. I haven't read the books yet, but I watched all the movies and I really liked them. So I did my costume based off the movie Bella. And of course you gotta make an entrance, you know, gotta trip in everywhere because she's very clumsy. For this next costume, Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. And I did this costume for Winnie Foster. I think that's her name, right? Winifred. I sort of drew inspiration from the movie. I read this back in middle school, but I really liked it. This was one of the books that I read at school that I actually liked, which is pretty rare. But yeah, in my head, I just picture sort of prairie. It's just a peasant top and a long flowy skirt. For this skirt, I got 2 skirts from the thrift store actually and put them into one. Yeah, you just want to wear those muted light colors and then some brown combat boots I felt like would finish the look off. And then you just want to put your hair in some braids. And last but not least, for all you people that are really lazy or it's like literally the night before and you really don't have any of this in your closet or you just don't really feel like trying that much, when in doubt, just wear a shirt with the words costume on it. And this is actually inspired by Alex Russo from Wizards of Waverly Place. Not exactly a book. This is the mess of clothes I had to use. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Like it if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, you know, or don't if you don't like it. And subscribe, comment what you're gonna be for Halloween, because I'm interested, you know, because I love costumes. And tell me if you're a book character, because that's so much more fun, you know, when you're a book character, I don't know. And of course, remember to bring the book around too. It's like a safety blanket, a book, you know, you just hold it and you just feel safe. Have a happy Halloween. Be safe, stay safe, and remember to have fun dressing up. Don't stress about your costume. Just have fun being your book character, embracing all those traits of your book characters, and just have fun. Don't eat too much candy. You'll get a stomachache. Still can't whistle. And remember to always read, because a reader lives 1,000 lives. Bye! I just ate dinner and then I watched The Walking Dead and that season 7 premiere. Why?